What's new, bugaboos? So, this week is movie week, so the movie I chose to talk about is Fight Club. And I know, first rule of Fight Club, you don't talk about Fight Club. Second rule of Fight Club, you do not talk about Fight Club. But I'm willing to risk it for y'all, because I care so much. So first I'm gonna talk about, 4 quotes that I love throughout the whole movie. So, first one, it's only after we've lost everything that we are free to do anything. It's cool because it's so true. Because after we lose everything, we have nothing holding us back anymore. We have nothing that we are responsible for, anything. So we are free to do anything, which is cool. So, number 2. You have to know, not fear, but know that someday you will die. Once again, true. You shouldn't fear it. You just have to know that it's gonna happen. So yeah, this is my favorite one. Okay, we buy things we don't need with money we don't have to impress people we don't know, and that is so true. We still do that, and this movie was made a while back. All these girls that walk around with their Prada and Gucci or whatever y'all use, I don't know. But, who are you trying to impress? I don't understand. So, last one. This one's funny. Putting feathers up your butt does not make you a chicken. It doesn't. Which I think that quote is saying, you can dress however you want to dress. If you dress like a businessman, it does not make you a businessman. If you dress like a chef, it does not make you a chef. You have to actually do it. There you go. Another thing I'm going to talk about, one of my favorite scenes. So, the main character, not Tyler, but the other guy, he's an insomniac. Insomnia is when you cannot sleep. It's when you're basically in a state where you're awake, but you're not doing anything. You just can't sleep, so you're always awake. And he had gone weeks without sleeping, so he tried to go to a doctor and tell him to give him drugs or something, and they said it wouldn't be healthy. So they were like, here, just chew on some valerian root and it should help. It didn't. So he goes to these conventions, and there's this one guy, Bob, who has man boobs, but it's sounds funny, but it's actually really serious. And it's testicular cancer convention thing where they all go talk about their feelings and how they've lost their wives and lost their family and their own son won't talk to them anymore. And there's this one guy, Bob, where they all had to get in a pair and they were all going to talk about their feelings and they're just going to hug and cry. And so the main character goes and he's left to be partners with Bob, and they start hugging. And then he just lets it out, and he starts crying and crying. And if he can't cry, when he cries, he can sleep. It's just relaxing, and he can sleep and sleep and sleep. And then he meets this one girl, Marla, and she ruins everything because she starts going to the conventions, and he can't cry anymore. So if he can't cry, he can't sleep. So his life's all screwed up again. And then he meets Tyler Durden on a plane flight, and he makes homemade soap and blah blah blah, and then they become friends, and then his house blows up, so he calls Tyler Durden, and they become friends, and they live together, and they create Fight Club, and blah 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 blah. But overall, Fight Club is a fantastic movie. You should definitely watch it. It's a great movie, and it has so many intense scenes. It has dirty scenes too. So it's really worth seeing. So if I could recommend a movie for you, it would be that. So that's it for this video. I would tell you what we're going to do next week, but apparently Colette doesn't like when I do that, because she wants to surprise you. Whatever, I still love her. Whatevs. LOL. That was really stupid. Ignore that, and I can't even edit it out. But anyway.